the scene in front of me, I have 5 different objects set up. There are 2 fish, a baby harp seal, a smooth sphere, and a flat shaded sphere. In the scene, there are also 3 different lights. There are 2 point lights. This magenta and white light here are both point lights, and this red light here is a spotlight. So for these 2 point lights, they are behaving properly because the surfaces of they're lighting up the areas around them in like a kind of spherical fashion. So the surfaces of the objects facing the point lights are getting lit up. So you can see this because this white light here is surrounded by all of these objects and it's lighting them all up equally. You can also see that this magenta light and white light are overlapping each other, which gives a really interesting pattern here on the smooth sphere. For the red spotlight, you can tell it's a spotlight because the spotlight is pointing in the Z direction and it has a 45-degree angle. Since it has a 45-degree angle, it doesn't touch this smooth sphere and these 2 fish over here, but instead light up the flat shaded Earth model in front of it, or at least this section of it. So between the flat shaded, between the flat shaded sphere and the smooth shaded sphere, you can tell that their shadows, or the edges of their shadows, are different. The smooth shaded sphere's shadows appear to be much more smooth, as its name implies, whereas the flat shaded shadows, if I zoom in a little closer, you can see there are little jagged edges where the shadow touches the light here, and that is probably those are most likely determined by the actual polygons of the model. So yeah, before I play the animation, just want to touch on the shiny and dull parts of the project. So that'd be from these 2 fish right here. As you may have noticed, the top fish appears to be more dull than the bottom fish. The top fish, it looks almost like a flat color, so its light doesn't reflect off of it. Whereas the bottom fish, it looks very metallic and shiny. If I move this around, you can see it also changes based on the way based on the position of the camera here. So definitely interesting feature there. All right, so if I play the animation, what you'll see is this white light move up on the y-axis, and so the edges of the shadows, or at least the objects that are surrounding it, their shadows will change depending on its position. So as the white light moves up, you can see the shadows are slowly turning horizontal, so just facing this light here. And on top of that, the moving object for this assignment is the Earth model. It's slowly shrinking and spinning and and being eaten by the seal. So hence the name Revenge of the Baby Harp Seals.